The price volatility is good news for ETH, regulators circle crypto's bloody waters, and the more we learn about what really went on with FTX, the more it looks like the crypto incarnation of Fyre Festival. My name is Bryan, and this is your crypto news wrap-up. Let's get it. Should I start with the good news or the bad news? Well, since it's Friday, how about the good news first? There's been talk about deflationary ETH since the London hard fork back in August of 2021, and even more since the merge. Mega price volatility caused by FTX and its insolvency has a silver lining for Ethereum in reducing its net issuance. The annualized inflation rate of the Ether token dropped to 0.029%, which means that now more coins are burned than minted. On Wednesday alone, more than 5,000 ETH were burned, which is the highest number of burned tokens in a single day since June. With markets doing nothing short of parkour over the past 3 days, over 13,000 ETH have been removed from supply. Gold star Ethereum. Now, on to the bad news. FTX filing for bankruptcy and the regulators licking their chops as need for tighter regulation is served to them on a silver platter. And don't forget to weather the storm safely with the Ledger hard wallet. Click here to get a good deal. With the downfall of FTX headlining financial news, regulators and lawmakers are taking the opportunity to look at crypto under a microscope and impose new rules. Yikes. California's Department of Financial Protection launched an investigation into the apparent failure of FTX. The bill that SBF was a major proponent of is being pushed forward with more enthusiasm than ever, with Senate Agriculture Committee Chair saying that the collapse of FTX reinforces the urgent need for greater federal oversight of this industry, garnering more sympathy for consumers who continue to be harmed. They could point to any part of this disaster as evidence of limited transparency and accountability. Thanks, SBF. The bill would allow the Commodity Futures Trading Commission more power over crypto markets and encourage development of a regulatory framework to increase consumer confidence. Sure, on the surface, that could sound fine, and even Coinbase's Bryan is on the board of more regulation. He says they've always been a big advocate and that investing customer funds should be controlled under clear rules. But if we give away the keys without reading the fine print, we might watch crypto get ransacked. After all, many regulators are new to crypto and we can't expect a novice to paint a masterpiece. Don't forget that Around the Blockchain is moving to its own channel and will broadcast there starting January 2nd of next year. Click here to subscribe to ATB to get discussions about crypto, money, and freedom with the most influential people in crypto. And at its peak, FTX looked like the promo video for Fyre Festival, and at first, they sucked us all in. A wealthy young blood who's pretty articulate, making a grand entry into crypto with a company that looks like it's gonna do good things. Now, Larry David did a performance in their Super Bowl commercial, and FTX even had Tom Brady convinced. When the curtain was pulled back though, we saw that the whole operation was held up by matchsticks similar to arriving to Fyre Fest and finding soaking wet mattresses in FEMA tents. Gross. Now, this whole time, FTX was just a bunch of friends living in a luxury penthouse in the Bahamas, partying and dating each other. Kinda weird. The company's inner circle consisted of former co-workers at Jane Street trading firm and people Sam met at MIT. Under pressure from the harassment and even death threats following the exchange's collapse, employees spilled the beans on an operation quote-unquote run by a gang of kids in the Bahamas. Issues with infighting, lack of oversight and nepotism, and radio silence from SBF when it turned out the company was insolvent. This morning, FTX released an official press release that they are filing for Chapter 11 and will voluntarily start bankruptcy proceedings. The document states that SBF has resigned as CEO and John J. Ray III will take his place, assisting in an orderly transition. It says that FTX has valuable assets that have to be administered in an organized way, and that they want to maximize recoveries for stakeholders. It's being reported that these assets could exceed $50 billion, quite a leap from the $8 billion they said they needed only a few hours ago. Now, cue any clip of SBF and his team, and you'll find a trail of breadcrumbs to this impending disaster that was hiding in plain sight. That's all I got. Bryan out.